Amenyusar Yi Myung-sin and his party arrived in Namjeong, a key strategic city and a hub for countless goods. Beneath the bustling city, dark and sticky desires stirred. Byeon had infiltrated the most renowned Giseng house in Namgyeong to gather information.
My lord, do you know the commonality between winning a man's heart and uncovering a secret?
I wonder, what is it?
Isn't it that with each layer of clothes unfastened, a new layer of skin is revealed? I've almost uncovered the deepest part of the secret.
So, what did the skin you so painstakingly peeled back say?
Yu Baek, the governor of Namjeong, recently fell into gambling and accumulated a mountain of debt. However, a few days ago, he imprisoned Wang Jin, who is known as Goryeo best potter, on charges of treason, and confiscated all his property.
Treason? I know that old potter from when I bought some pottery from him as a child. He's not the kind of person to have such courage.
Moxie is right, Appa. Everyone was whispering that he was falsely accused, as if it were all planned.
Wang Jin, I've heard much about his saladon. It's suspicious that a craftsman of his caliber would commit treason. Moxie, go and investigate.
Yes, my lord.
Go to the marketplace and find out more rumors about Wang Jin. Focus especially on who he associated with. You must gather information as discreetly as possible.
Understood.
Then what about me, my lord? Do I have to go back to that place reeking of powder?
No. You are coming with me. Let's go to the most luxurious silk shop in Namjeong.
A silk shop, why? Are you perhaps going to buy me a silk dress?
Yes, choose the most expensive one. For tonight, you will be staying in the master bedroom of that silk shop owner.
As expected, my lord is generous. I should choose silk for my undergarments too.
As ordered by Yi Myung-sin, Baeyeon caused a commotion at the house of Kim Chi-gyu, the greatest merchant in Namjeong, with a false story about damaged silk, and managed to stay there for a night. Moxie began to inquire about Master Huang's whereabouts in the marketplace. A moment later, a peddler carrying a huge load approaches, stumbling. His load is so large that it draws everyone's attention. Upon closer inspection, the peddler is Moxie.
Moxie, I told you to be inconspicuous. Not the most conspicuous person in Namjeong.
My lord, this is the most perfect disguise. No one would ever dream I'm the Amenwishar's man. Everyone stays away from me, thinking I'm a real peddler.
Moxie tried to use a rough method to dig up rumors about Master Huang. He intimidated people on the street, questioning them, but they were scared and kept their mouths shut. Just then, an old woman quietly slicing rice cakes called Moxie.
Young man, you won't make people talk or open their closed hearts by yelling so intimidatingly. Master Huang, he's the one who silently gave my son money for medicine when he was at death's door. For such a man to commit treason, what do you see as the truth, young man?
Moxie gained a great realization from the old woman's words. He realized that gaining the hearts of people who believe in and want to protect the truth comes before knowing the truth itself. Afterward, Moxie changed his approach, genuinely approaching people, and by listening to stories of Master Huang's good deeds, he got closer to the essence of the case.
My lord, this is strange. Everyone says Master Huang is innocent, but they all keep silent about who he associated with. It was as if I was blocked by a huge wall.
That would be it. An invisible fear is stopping their mouths. Is there no news from Bion?
Just then, Bion entered through the tavern door. Unlike her usual glamorous appearance, she was dressed simply, like a maid.
Are you hurt anywhere? You didn't do anything reckless, did you?
Are you truly worried about me? How could I, who is to become your woman, be hurt by such a trivial matter, my lord?
So, what did you find out?
My lord, it's serious. I secretly infiltrated Kim Chi-yegyu's study last night and found letters exchanged with Governor Yu-bik.
Letters?
The content was that Governor Yu-bik would hand over all of Master Huang's pottery and kiln sites to Kim Chi-gyu in exchange for paying off his gambling debts. The charge of treason against Master Huang was fabricated by them. However, those letters were fake. I sensed the trap Kim Chi-gyu had set there and immediately hid myself. It was bait to catch me.
Oh, those bad guys. How could they do such a thing to a powerless potter?
So, you didn't find any real evidence?
No, my lord. Just as I was trying to escape, I heard Kim Chi-gyu talking to someone else deep in the study, and I saw a faint red serpent tattoo on that person's shoulder.
A red serpent. They were in league with the Middle Sky. What did they want?
They seemed interested in Master Wang's Celadon techniques, especially the secret manufacturing method of Goryeo Celadon.
At that very moment, the tavern door burst open, and dozens of government soldiers stormed in. The great merchant Kim Chi-gyu stood at their head.
It's you, you wretched woman! How dare you snoop in my study? Seize these rascals immediately!
Lee Myung-sin, Moksei, and Bion found themselves helplessly imprisoned.
This is like a rat in a trap. My lord, I should have eaten one more bowl of Sundae gokbap yesterday, if I had known this would happen.
Oppa, are you still thinking about food at a time like this? I should have hidden some emergency funds for times like these, not just silk undergarments.
Be quiet. Being with you two, the prison is so lonely after all. Don't worry. The fact that they imprisoned us instead of killing us means they want something from us. A visitor will probably come tonight.
As Lee Myung-sin predicted, Governor Yu-bik visited the prison that night.
Are you the rascals pretending to be Ameng Wushar? You worthless fools, mimicking us.
We never pretended to be Amang Wushar. We simply heard an unjust story and sought to know the truth.
Truth. Truth is made by those in power. The letters you tried to ferret out like mice have already been burned. There is no evidence now. If you obediently reveal your backers, I will spare your lives.
Our backers are heaven and the people of this land. They are the ones corrupt officials like you fear most.
Ridiculous. Tomorrow morning you will all be executed for treason, along with that old man, Wang Jin.
When Lee Myung-sin's party was captured, the tavern owner was convinced. These are the people who will save us. Throughout the night, she worked to persuade and rally merchants, blacksmiths, and farmers who had been helped by Master Huang.
I do not resent my death. However, it is a lifelong regret that the blue light created by my hands will return to dust like this. I fear my Celadon technique will fall into foreign hands like this.
Do not worry, Master. I will definitely prevent it from falling into foreign hands. Your Celadon is a treasure and the soul of this nation.
In the government office courtyard, Governor Yu-bik and the great merchant Kim Chi-gyu sat proudly, while Lee Myung-sin's party and Master Huang were tied to the execution frame. Next to them, Master Wang's young grandchild, brought by Kim Chi-gyu, was held hostage.
Execute those traitors!
The executioner raised his sword high, And at that moment, a cry of Ameng Usha is here echoed from somewhere. However, it was not Yi Myung-sin who appeared with the mape, but the tavern owner from last night.
Amengushar is here.
What is that crazy woman doing? Drag her away immediately.
While everyone was bewildered, this time the blacksmiths, farmers, and countless common people from the market began to rush into the government office, each holding a mapi carved from wood or made of paper, shouting, Ameng Wushar is here.
These mad people! Look, Yubek, they are my true backers. No matter how much you burn and hide the truth, you cannot deceive the eyes and ears of the people.
Just then, Yi Myung-sin, holding the real mape, had somehow freed himself from the execution frame and stood before Yubek.
Dare to move, and this child's life is forfeit!
Kim Chi-jo made his last desperate attempt. At that very moment, Moxie accurately threw a large shard from the broken execution frame towards Kim Chi-yo's hand. The sword fell to the ground, and Moxie quickly embraced the child.
Amengusha humbly accepts the command. Governor Yubek and great merchant Kim Cheju have disturbed the national law and deceived the people. Their crimes are very great and grave.
Ah, Ameng Ashar. I made a mistake, my lord. Just spare my life.
I only did as I was told. Everything was Yubek's fault. Power is given to serve the people, not to squeeze their lifeblood to fill your own belly. What you coveted was not the wealth of a potter, but the discipline of this nation and the trust of its people. You betrayed that trust.
Yi Myung-sin stripped Yubek of his official robes and ordered him to spend his life laboring to stoke fires at Master Wang's kiln site, which he had so coveted. Furthermore, all illegally acquired assets of the great merchant Kim Chi-yu were confiscated and used to compensate Master Huang and other merchants who had suffered from his fraud.
My lord, I never knew how exhilarating it was to peel back layers of lies and face the truth. However, aren't there things in this world that are beautiful without needing to be peeled back? Like your heart, for instance.
Nonsense. The weather is cold. If you catch a cold, I can't carry you to the next destination, so button up your collar.
My lord, there was a strange mark in the ledger found in Kim Chi-jae's warehouse. A small serpent was drawn there.
A red serpent. As expected, it was the Middle Sky's doing. The ledger shows the next transaction location is Jeongju. I wonder if Master Park Myung-soo was also chasing them. Moxie, Byeon. Let's hurry. The next destination is Jeongju.
Having found a clue to the red serpent, Yi Myung-sin and his party quickened their pace towards their next destination, Jeongju. What events awaited them there? And when would the true nature of the mysterious group Middle Sky be revealed? The story continued.